Thank you.
Talaga. Interesting. Mag-alala.
Hey folks, Brian Feeney here, the design director of Wild Rift. It's so cool to be part of kicking off a new year of League, and we can't wait to show you what we've been working on. When developing Wild Rift, we aim to create an experience that is authentic to League, keeping things just the same when it makes sense. As you've likely seen, we've also made some changes to champions, skins, and the map, to make sure things feel great for Wild Rift players. We also know many of you are still waiting to play Wild Rift, and it's taking us a little longer than we planned to get it out to you all. So, here's an update on our open beta rollout plans for the next few months.
May open beta
We're aiming to start service in the Americas in March.
America.
We're currently working on ways to make sure you get access to a bunch of champions quickly when you join so you can start building up your competitive pool. We'll have more details soon, and we can't wait for you to start playing.
Ang layo ng LoL PC sa Wild Rift, no? Kasi ang layo, ang tagal
Many
ng
of
LoL
us
PC
fell in
talaga.
love with League when we found our first main. For me, it was Twisted Fate.
Oy.
I told myself it was for those sweet card throwing and picking out plays, but I think we all really knew it was about not needing to walk back to lane when you could globally teleport
Parang
at level
4v5
1.
kanina.
When choosing which champs to bring to Wild Rift, we primarily focus on the ones who can expand on the gameplay and thematics that we're currently missing. Wild Rift has around 50 champs, and in 2021, we're really looking to broaden that pool. Our goal is to release an average of 2 champions every month. While not our main goal, we do feel this is a cool throwback to 2009 League PC.
Medyo konti
Anyways,
2 champions per
let's
month.
check
So,
out
ibig
some
sabihin,
champions.
24 lang yung marirelease.
Coming later this year will be one of our highest skill cap champs thus far, Katarina. She promises to pick the perfect time to strike with her deadly daggers.
Ganda.
Okay, alright, let me explain. When we're bringing champions over to Wild Rift, we want to keep their fantasies and playstyles intact. We only look to change abilities if they don't work on twin stick controls, or if there's a cool opportunity to really make them shine.
Ito na, changes kay Katarina.
In this case, it's both. We know from Katarina players that her fantasy comes from weaving her ult in and out of fights using Shunpo. But in our playtests, we saw that it ended up being super easy to cancel our ult accidentally with the joystick. So we tried letting Katarina slowly move and reposition while ulting, which ended up feeling really awesome on twin stick controls. It's time to let it rip. Rolling in sometime after will be Rammus the Armadillo. We want to preserve Rammus's fantasy of gotta go fast.
May
I saw
Rammus.
an opportunity to wild drift. Rammus now passively rolls, gaining
Wild
out of
drift.
combat movement speed, and the twin stick controls give Rammus a new way to really zoom around the map. Rammus's new ultimate, Soaring Slam, enables him to leap into the air and create tremors where he lands. The size of the tremors are based on his powerball speed. With these
kilala ko kung
changes, we're
sino
hoping
yan.
Rammus can
Familiar
feel
yung
more than
skill, boy.
okay on Wild Rift.
Familiar yung
And
skill ni
finally,
Rammus.
as for Dr.
Tangina.
Mundo, his
Tangina,
update will be
box and
coming to
box.
Wild Rift a bit later in the year, because right now we're focused on getting the game in as many hands as possible. So while
Passive
Mundo will
yung
still
role
go where
niya,
he pleases,
gago.
he'll just be taking his time getting there, as he pleases.
Grabe to.
We're going to be making some upgrades over the next few months to flesh out Wild Rift's gameplay. One of our big focuses will be our in-game item pool. You've seen the item overhaul that just hit in League PC, and while we plan to eventually adopt some of these changes, we aren't quite there yet. In the meantime, we're looking at the item options currently available in Wild Rift and working to fill in some of the gaps. You can expect us to continue expanding itemization options throughout the year. We're also looking into more ways to play, as one of the things players have been asking about is additional game modes.
Okay, grabe
Today,
yung champion
I'm
update.
pleased to announce we're working on our version of All Random, All
Dingbag
Mid,
siya.
or ARAM, and you can help us test it out later this year.
Aram,
If you want a more competitive experience, great news! Our first official ranked season is starting soon. Beyond the usual matchmaking and ranked improvements, we also want to do more to support competitive play. So we're looking into a couple of things this year. One feature you can expect soon is the ping reply system, which should help you more easily coordinate with your team and
Gumagana na
acknowledge
yung
their
ping reply,
calls.
boy.
Finally, a lot of you have been asking for a way to have more choice over the position you play in-game.
Role selection.
We're actively working on a solution for this, and we'll bring you updates on this soon.
Wala pang update sa totoo lang. So role selection, no word from
We're
it
going
pa.
to be running a ton of events throughout 2021, with new ways to play and share the magic of League with your friends. Events are one of the ways we can create shared moments with League PC. That way, players can experience the world of League of Legends together. Our next shared moment will be the futuristic meets traditional Lunar Beast event in February. As a celebration of the Lunar New Year, the squad will be joined by Miss Fortune in a new skin unique to Wild Rift. We'll keep teaming up with League PC throughout the year, as we really don't want any missed opportunities.
Unique skins for Wild Rift,
Outside
man.
of events, you can expect to see some other skin lines making an appearance early this year.
Star Guardian, yeah. Alright.
We have even more plans for the year, so let's jump into some rapid fire previews. We'll be heading to Targon later this year to battle for the heavens. We'll also be making our first stop at the lovely Shadow Isles.
Targon, Shadow Isles.
We're working on our first to Wild Rift skin line,
Okay.
and later, 2 of League's deadliest champions will face off and hopefully settle the score once and for all.
Sino yun? Deadliest champion, settle the score.
Before we go, you may have been wondering where Teemo went after Jinx teleported him and a few others onto Wild Rift. He's had an interesting journey, and now he's starring in our biggest in-game event yet. Check out the new Tales of Runeterra, featuring Teemo and some of his Yordle pals.
Bago ito, event. Uy! Cinematic boy!
Corky, I've got this.
But Teemo's AWOL. You need a recon. I'll help you find
I
him.
know where he is. The Bilgewater pages are missing from his scout journal.
Yeah, but-
Besides,
well-
weren't there enemy bogies spotted over Piltover?
Bogies. Bogies? Why didn't you say so?
I'll help you see, Teemo. Lieutenant Lulu, this rock is the most important part of the mission. You've got this. Bye.
I always have to guard the rock. I can do a lot of things.
Gago, sobrang cute.
I'll fix that.
Teemo? Teemo, sound off. Whoa, a double cannon. Oh.
Not a single bogey.
Tayo na yung Destiny.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. She thinks I'm washed up. Well, not this, my boy.
This rock never does anything.
You're not gonna... What? No Tristana?
Nope.
Mission's gone south. Want to go cause a ruckus?
I thought I struck gold when I got 1 euro. Now look what we got.
You got it. Don't care how much those yordles are worth on the bounty board. They're a ticking time bomb of trouble.
Quit your whining. That page is runic iron.
Oh, Corky.
Prepare to face Randall City's most decorated violence!
That makes 3. I'm rich.
What was your plan?
Oh, I'm just the distraction.
Tanginang saya panoorin.
What?
As I said, tick, tick, tick.
Oh.
Donald, I've been watching this rock all day, and it doesn't do anything. I'm starting to think that maybe
Oh,
I'm on it.
Son of a...
Teemo!
Is that all the musket you got? Right now, get off of me!
Drop your weapon, you little...
What's a Bandle Gunner without her support?
What I tell you, you don't mess with yordles.
Thanks. I thought I was a goner.
Not with friends like these furballs. What were you here for anyway?
Vandal Scout mission badge number 389. Adopt a pet. Cute, huh? It's a soul-devouring seaworm!
What?
Teemo, wait!
Wait, Timo, wait!
Yung last part di ko gets, no? Pero super
Timo,
cute.
Tristana,
Grabe, ang
Lulu,
cute.
Corky, and also Kennen are making their debut on Wild Rift this week. The Yordle Expedition event will take place over the next few weeks with champs, skins, goodies, and an in-game experience where you can follow the Yordles on their journey throughout Runeterra.
Ganda.
That's all from us for now. We're so excited to share more in the future. See you on Wild Rift.
Ganda. Ganda. Super ganda. Ang ganda ng contents. Oh my God.
Hi.
Grabe. No? Pero yung sa Wild Rift, no? Pag-usapan natin sa Wild Rift update, the cinematics, panalo. Grabe. Ang ganda. Yordle lang yun, ha? Guys, Yordle yun. Actually, honestly, ha? I'll be honest. Yordle in the League of Legends universe lore, sometimes medyo medyo least interesting siya kasi it doesn't have, sa iba hindi siya ganun ka-interesting or less impactful. Pero ako, I love the Yordle lore, personally, kasi magical, yung magic na part. Tsaka may hidden powers kasi yung mga Yordle, no? Tapos ancient kasi yung origins nila. Pero, the thing about Yordles kasi, hindi siya ganun kasing intense kumpara sa lore na matatagpuan mo sa Shadow Isles, even sa Zone, lalo na sa Demacia, tsaka Demacia versus Noxus. Ang pinakagusto ko talagang lore is sa Noxus tsaka sa Shurima. Yan, Shurima Chronicle, Noxus tsaka sa Targon, no? Pero kahit Yordle lang, no? Ang interesting. Grabe, ang ganda. Yun lang. Alam niyo na yan. All I can say is ang ganda. And knowing the updates, review lang natin, no? One of the most important key points doon na i-remind ko kayo na sobrang ganda would be of the exclusive skin for Wild Rift. That's one exclusive skin for Wild Rift. Feeling ko din, inaaral nila yung role selection for Wild Rift. Tapos plano rin pala talaga nilang pag-usapan yung kung yung item sa LoL PC mapupunta sa Wild Rift, no. Although alam natin everything is in the pipeline pa. Pero at least we have yung Yordle, sure na may Yordle champions tayo. Yung rank, yung competitive, sure na nandyan. And walang discussion about Wild Rift esports. Pero feeling ko, kapag, alam mo yun, kinasa na yung spectator mode, kinasa na yung circuit, no? Yung confirmed na circuit sa April ng Wild Rift, natural na lang yan na magpa-fly, no? And we'll be watching not just cinematics. We won't be watching just cinematics. We will be watching highlights. We will be watching storylines. We will be watching legacies being made or, legacies being reborn or revived through Wild Rift. Tulad ni JLC, nagbalik siya sa Wild Rift, diba? Sila stronger, ganon. And new names being named because of the esports for Wild Rift. Grabe, hype. Monklinks, ganun. Cinematic, no? Nakakatawa lang si Graves, real talk, no? Medyo ginawa nilang comedy si Graves, pero yung duo naman ni comedy, tsaka, yung duo naman ni Twisted Fate tsaka ni Graves always has been like that, Ganon. Wala pa ring ban sa rank. I think hindi talaga magkakaban sa rank. Isa pang, siguro kung magiging, nitpicky, ang isang downside na pwede nyong makita mula doon sa live, no? Season 1 update, they will be releasing 2 champions per month. So, kung 2 champions yun per month, by the end of the year, 2022, we'll have around 70 plus champion, no? 70 plus champion. I cannot but feel na, well, 5 naman yung nirelease nila. Parang feeling ko binababaan lang na expectations. Pero, siguro ang tansya ko, mas swerte na maka 80 champions tayo by the end of the year. Competitive naman, I think that's a good pool. Pero, sana madagdagan pa. Because the pool of League of Legends is around 150. And, wala, kung may mention sana nila Trash, nila Pero napansin nyo guys, napansin nyo, tinis yung Shadow Isles. Okay? Yung mga lugar, yung mga events, nag-tease sila ng mga events nila based on location. And dun sa pag-tease nila ng events based on location, you can actually imagine what are the possible champions na pwedeng lumabas doon. So, sa Shadow Isles, isa sa mga pwedeng lumabas sa Shadow Isles would be of Elise. Ako sana Elise kasi si Elise yung pinaka-closest na champion sa Selena. Which is, kilala nyo naman ako kung MLBB usapan, Selena lang nilalaro ko. And Thresh, no? Which is one of the hype champions din as well na inaabangan din for Wild Rift, no? Isa pa nakakatawa, Katarina. Yung Katarina ult gumagalaw. Salamat, Sir Jomel. Yung Katarina ult gumagalaw po. Natatawa ako na yung Katarina ult gumagalaw. I'm so hype na lalabas din si Katarina. That's amazing. Pero yung lang, gumagalaw. Tapos, ayun, finally, yung Ramus. Nakakatawa yung ult ni Ramus. Alam mo, wala nang tago-tago. I love seeing what is obvious, no? Ang hilig ko mag-real talk. Kitang-kita mo mukha siyang si Baksha, no? Sa totoo lang. Pero, alam mo, tama na yan, wag na yung ganyang usapan kung sinong kumopya sa kanino. Pero, nakakatawa kay siguro ang isang interesting na mechanic kay Ramos is yung passive niya. Yung gulong niya, passive na lang. Pag naglalakad siya, automatic gugulong na siya. Very interesting. That's very interesting. How will that work? Is that distance base? Is that movement speed base? If he reach certain movement speed, ganon, he will ramp up movement speed, diba? That's interesting, no? Riven versus Yasuo. Pwede nga, Angelo. That is true, no? That is true. Anyway, Bong Links, yun na muna. Maraming salamat, guys. The live is still ongoing. They're discussing teamfight tactics right now. Hindi ko nakakainin yung oras yung mga tol. Magpapahinga na rin ako kasi I will be working on a video for tomorrow. Siguro, ano na lang, congratulations sa mga naka-achieve ng rank nila. And, ayun, congratulations sa mga naka-achieve ng rank nila. And, yeah, I know we want to raise the community, we want to push the community, pero you don't really have to think about that. All you need to do is just truly follow your heart, enjoy what you feel like doing, what you feel like playing. That's already enough, no? Sundin nyo lang kung ano nasa puso nyo laruin, be true to yourself, be true to others, and matik na yan. Nakakontribute na kayo sa community. If you don't like Wild Rift, walang problema. If you love Wild Rift, wala. Ganun lang, 'di ba? And congratulations nga sa rank na naabutan nyo. Sa mga naghahabol, good luck sa ating lahat, puta. Ngayon ay stress na ako isipin, no? Good luck sa ating lahat sa rank na hahabulin natin ngayong rank season 1. Sabi ko nga, no, nagsolo-solo ako pa Diamond nung season 0 ngayon. Tatry ko kahit kumampi pa ako sa malakas para lang mag-master tier ngayong season 1. Gagrind talaga natin yung batakan. But guys, be updated on the esports of Wild Rift, on the history of those esports players. Mas maganda, mas marami kayong alam, mas malaking tulong yon. Not to mention, finally, tuloy-tuloy lang. Guys, may tournament din pala bukas, no? Free tournament, free registration. Check nyo na lang, nasa may pinned post yon ng page natin. Wild Rift Underground, week 3 na. Prize pool is 5,000 pesos. Bukas yon, walang spectator mode, wala kayong mapapanood na laban, pero pwede kayong sumali, pwede kayong manood, libre registration. Guys, maraming salamat. I am Shibu with the one for an eye. And as I always say, no, na lahat kayong gamers mabuhay, pero ngayong gabi, lahat tayong naglalaro ng Wild Rift. Welcome to Season 1 at mabuhay.